Let's get to the point. Your monthly market report from the Reno Sparks Association of Realtors. I'm John Graham, 2017 president. This month's report is brought to you by Reliant Title and Finance of America. Let's get started with a quick look at the local real estate market and get right to the point. The March median price at $319,000 was up less than 1% from February and up 8% from a year ago. March unit sales at 536 are up 39% from February and are down 7% compared to March 2016. March new listings are up 27% at 642 compared to February and down 17% from 1 year ago. We'll look a little deeper into new listings and the first quarter trends in particular in just a moment. The Reno market remains in a seller's market with a 3-month supply of inventory. Month's supply of inventory is the time it would take to exhaust the active and pending inventory at the current rate of sales. Now it's time for the Economic Minute with Elliot Eisenberg. Elliot is a nationally acclaimed economist and author of the blog Graphs and Laughs. Elliot, with all of the activity in Washington lately and with a major tax reform package being proposed, is mortgage interest deductibility on the radar screen of legislators this year?
John, it is in fact on the agenda, but I think we dodged a bullet. Healthcare reform didn't happen. While that doesn't seem to have any correlation or relationship to the mortgage interest deduction, it does. The point is, because the Republicans couldn't successfully pass healthcare reform, repeal and replace of Obamacare, I have real skepticism that they can pass major tax reform. And had they been able to pass major tax reform, or should they pass major tax reform, what was going to hurt us badly in terms of the mortgage interest deduction would be a doubling of the standard deduction for couples that's now $12,500, so it would rise to as much as $25,000, and a lowering of income tax rates, both of which hurt the value of the mortgage interest deduction and the need to buy housing. But because they didn't get healthcare reform passed, they're not going to get major tax reform passed, and the mortgage interest deduction is going to remain very much as is. We dodged a bullet. We are fortunate.
Thank you, Elliot. It's interesting that the failed attempt by the Senate to make a change to healthcare may turn out to be a win in protecting home ownership and the mortgage interest deduction. We'll see what happens. Let's take a closer look at first quarter new listings over the past 5 years. This chart illustrates the decline of new inventory in the Reno market. New listings for the first quarter of 2017 are down 20% from the same period in 2016. First quarter new listings are the lowest level they have been in the past 3 years. Putting it all together, affordability and inventory are controlling everything. You can argue that they almost always do. Anytime month's supply of inventory is out of the 5 to 7 months range, it puts pressure on price. The active inventory in the Reno market is about half of what it should be to give the buyers choices. Of the 1,788 homes in inventory, only 841 or 47% are in an active status. If you are interested in the topic of affordable housing, be sure to join the community conversation on workforce housing. This takes place on April 13th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Reno High School Auditorium. It will feature a diverse panel from other communities who are tackling their own affordable housing challenges. Join in this conversation, hosted by the Community Foundation and Truckee Meadows Healthy Communities, and help us identify next steps for Northern Nevada. Reservations are required. Go to the website on the screen to RSVP. That's our To The Point report for April. Talk to your local realtor for details in your neighborhood. Tune in next month for the latest To The Point.